Knowledge and understanding exist at varying levels. According to Buddhism, there are two main types of understanding: what is generally referred to as accumulated knowledge or memory, and an intellectual comprehension of a subject based on existing information and data sets, as opposed to a deeper and more penetrative understanding, which perceives a phenomenon or thing as it is in its true nature. While human knowledge and understanding of the seen material physical realm we call Earth have been advancing and accumulating for millennia, we are only now on the threshold of a greater and more profound understanding of the unseen realms and dimensions. As a Qur'anic verse has observed, how impossible it is for humanity to understand, beyond the most basic and rudimentary level, the spiritual realms, as humanity has been given only a little knowledge thereof by the Creator. We are squarely located within the realm of metaphysics. Study and research into what cannot be learned, at least in this point in history, through objective study of material reality, a postulated reality outside of human sense perception. But this may well be changing, with recent advances in science, particularly quantum mechanics physics, and medical and scientific research into the near-death experience phenomenon. All divine knowledge of the unseen realms is imparted by God to humanity as and when He wills. Divine understanding is not the same as human understanding. A prodigious gulf separates them. Only the former can enlighten or awaken or remind the soul. Buddhism teaches that in order to fully and truly understand, we have to become one with what we want to understand. Knowledge of the divine is understanding, and those who seek God understand all things. Understanding is knowledge of and insight into the divine. Deep or penetrative understanding is the capacity or ability to recognize and comprehend the truth, the Dharma or Tao, as the case may be. Understanding in the Buddhist Pativedha sense is perceiving the way things actually are, as opposed to the way we perceive them to be, observing each thing or phenomenon in its true nature as it actually and objectively is, rather than through the prism of material illusion, the attachment of labels or names, or through the cultural religious filter of one's lifelong accumulated individual preconceptions and conditioning. Understanding extends to comprehending and realizing our highest vision of our soul's potential, self-knowledge. Those who understand themselves and know who they truly are enlightened. Many of those who have undergone an NDE report that once outside the body, they receive instantaneous knowledge and awareness. They use various terms to describe what happens to them in this regard, including osmosis, downloading, infusion, plugging in, or wired in. They become aware of how the seen physical and unseen spiritual worlds operate and interact with each other, and gain an instantaneous understanding of conceptually difficult, complex and challenging matters that would take much longer on Earth to absorb and comprehend. Some report that the received knowledge is that which has always been known by the soul consciousness, but temporarily forgotten during its earthly incarnation. A certain level of knowingness or omniscience is attained whereby certainty and proof henceforth replace trust and faith. I no longer believe because I now know, referring, for example, to the existence of God, the source, heaven, beings of light, the purpose of our life on earth, and reincarnation. Here are some scriptural references. The root of all knowledge is the knowledge of God. The I was born, knowledge was born, wisdom was born, science was born, light was born. The Lord will give you understanding in all things. By knowing God, there is a falling away of all fetters, attains enlightenment. There is a cessation of birth and death. By meditating upon Him, desire is satisfied. The Spirit is one of the things, the knowledge of which is only with God. humanity has been given only a little knowledge thereof. One and eternal is my soul, consciousness, characterized by intuition, insight, and knowledge. Incline your ear unto wisdom, and apply your heart to understanding. Yes, if you thirst after knowledge, and raise your voice for understanding, then shall you find the knowledge of God. By hearing the divine name truth, contentment and divine knowledge are obtained. By hearing the name, the unfathomable becomes fathomable. By obeying God, wisdom and understanding enter the mind. By obeying Him, one knows all worlds, seen and unseen. Those who have reached the stage of thought, enlightenment, awakening, or understanding are silent. Those who have attained to perfect knowledge are also silent. And now we have some near-death experience accounts for you. Humanity is only just beginning to understand creation. There are some things we as humans do not and cannot understand for a higher purpose. We cannot and do not understand everything in the earthly realm because we are not supposed to. The knowledge of the universe is deceptively simple and apparent, and yet in the earthly realm we have difficulty remembering it or perceiving it. This knowledge is filtered out before we are born to enable us to learn and grow from our earthly experiences. Outside of your physical body, the soul has an instant connection with divine knowledge, and all of its questions will receive instantaneous answers. I became acutely aware of the immeasurable vastness of the universe, and I knew what eternity was. My spirit observed the entire history and evolution of the universe, as if in a fast-forward film. Divine knowledge and eternal truths are simple to understand. The complexity and difficulty are in the living of them during our earthly experience. All religions have been created by humanity to try to understand what truly cannot be fully understood during this earthly experience. Upon reaching the opening at the end of the dark tunnel, I experienced the light, a huge white glow which was massive in size. It was pure, non-judgmental, loving and accepting. Tremendous knowledge was given to me, yet it was not the sort of knowledge you acquire from reading books. It was more like enlightenment, or a meeting with God. While humanity's quest for knowledge continues to unravel the mysteries of the physical world, our understanding of the spiritual and unseen realms remains limited. This journey of discovery is a reminder that true understanding goes beyond intellect. It requires a deep connection with the divine. As we advance in science and spirituality, we are reminded of the profound truth that some knowledge is not meant to be fully grasped by the human mind, but is instead a sacred gift, revealed in moments of enlightenment and divine grace. Let us remain humble in our pursuit of wisdom, knowing that the ultimate understanding lies in the union of the self with the divine, where all mysteries are eventually unveiled. If you would like to go far deeper with what we've been talking about today, then please take a look at our book, Near-Death Experiences and Sacred Scripture by Douglas Charles Hodgson. This book reveals the striking similarity in messaging from over 500 near-death experience accounts, including accounts contained in the sacred scriptures of 12 world religions. It's available right now from OBooks. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and follow for future content, and we'll see you next time.